Have you ever thought about what you would do if your city was attacked? Let's take a moment to consider the U.S. military's recent historic operations against the cartels. These formidable organizations pose a significant threat, not just to their countries of origin, but to the U.S. as well, potentially leading to retaliatory attacks on mainland USA. Now, it's not about sowing fear, but rather raising awareness. Understanding the magnitude of this situation is the first step towards preparedness. The U.S. military has been proactive, taking bold steps to dismantle these cartels, hence reducing the risk to American lives. Yet the potential risk remains, and it's a reality we can't afford to overlook. Being prepared means having a plan, having the right supplies, and knowing how to use them. It's about being ready for any eventuality, because when it comes to survival, every second counts. So, let's dive into the top 10 must-have preps to survive an attack. First on our list is a water purification system and emergency storage solutions. When it comes to survival, nothing is more vital than access to clean, drinkable water. In times of crisis, our usual water sources may become contaminated or inaccessible, making purification systems paramount to survival. There are several types of water purification systems available, from compact portable ones like LifeStraw to larger, more comprehensive systems that can purify gallons of water at a time. The choice depends on your specific needs and the situation at hand. Just as crucial is having a reliable water storage solution. Emergency water storage containers come in various sizes and materials, holding anywhere from a few gallons to hundreds. A good rule of thumb is to store at least 1 gallon of water per person per day for a minimum of 3 days. Remember, without water, survival is next to impossible. Next, we need to talk about communication tools and backup power sources. When disaster strikes, staying connected is crucial. Whether you're reaching out to loved ones or calling for help, communication is key. But how do we stay connected when traditional methods fail? Hand-cranked or solar-powered radios are excellent tools. They can pick up emergency broadcasts and weather alerts when other devices can't. But don't forget about good old-fashioned methods like whistles and signal mirrors. They can be lifesavers when electronics fail. What about power? You're going to need a backup. Solar chargers can power your devices when the grid goes down. Portable generators are also a great option, but remember, they need fuel. So stockpile if you can. Battery-powered lanterns and headlamps will provide light and free up your hands for other tasks. Remember, the goal is to stay connected and powered up. In times of crisis, communication and power can mean the difference between life and death. Third on our list is protective gear and personal safety equipment. It's not about being paranoid, it's about being prepared. Consider this. In a crisis, your body is your greatest asset. So let's talk about the gear that can help protect it. Firstly, protective clothing. This includes sturdy boots, heavy-duty gloves, and long-sleeve shirts to protect against cuts and scrapes. Next, a good quality helmet can shield your head from falling debris. But protection isn't just about what you can see. Invisible threats like toxic gases can be just as deadly. That's where respirators and gas masks come in. These can filter out harmful particles and keep your lungs safe. And let's not forget about safety goggles. They protect your eyes from dust, debris, and harmful splashes. Lastly, a high-visibility vest. In an emergency, visibility is key. It can help rescuers find you more easily, potentially saving your life. Your safety should always be a priority. Next, let's discuss long-lasting food supplies for crisis situations. In the face of an emergency, having a stockpile of nutritious, non-perishable food is vital. Foods with a long shelf life include canned goods, dried beans, grains, and pasta. These items can last for years when stored properly. In addition to these, consider adding freeze-dried meals and MREs, meals ready to eat, to your stash. They're lightweight, compact, and can be prepared with just a bit of hot water. Don't forget about high-energy snacks like nuts, granola bars, and dried fruits. Proper storage is key to maintain the longevity of your food supplies. Keep them in a cool, dry place, away from sunlight. And remember, first in, first out. Use your oldest items first to ensure nothing goes to waste. A little planning and preparation can go a long way. With a well-stocked pantry, you can weather any storm. Sixth on our list is essential medical supplies and first aid kits. In a crisis, access to medical help may not be immediate, making these supplies a lifeline. A well-stocked first aid kit is your first line of defense. It should include basics like bandages, antiseptic wipes, tweezers, medical tape, and a digital thermometer. Don't forget medications, both over-the-counter and prescription, for managing pain, allergies, and chronic conditions. Also consider adding items like a manual for medical emergencies, a CPR mask, and a tourniquet. For those with more advanced skills or in more dire situations, trauma kits can provide tools for managing severe injuries. Such kits often include chest seals, hemostatic agents, and airway adjuncts. Additionally, knowledge is just as important as the tools themselves. Consider taking a first aid or CPR course to be fully prepared. Remember, in a crisis, medical help may not be immediately available. Finally, we need to discuss alternative heating and lighting for power outages. When conventional power sources fail, having a plan B can make a world of difference. Let's start with heating. Portable propane heaters are a great option. They're safe, efficient, and can keep you warm even in the coldest conditions. But remember, ventilation is key to prevent carbon monoxide buildup. On the other hand, wood-burning stoves can serve a dual purpose, providing both heat and a cooking surface. However, they require a steady supply of firewood, so plan accordingly. Now let's talk lighting. Solar-powered lights are a sustainable choice as they harness the sun's energy during the day to provide light at night. Hand-crank flashlights are also handy as they require no batteries, just a little elbow grease. Candles can provide both light and a bit of heat, but be mindful of fire safety. Remember, staying warm and well lit not only ensures survival but also maintains morale during a crisis. Being prepared means being comfortable in any situation. To wrap up, let's quickly review the 10 must-have preps for survival. First off, remember the importance of water. Water purification systems and emergency storage solutions ensure you have a clean, reliable source of hydration. Without water, survival past a few days is impossible, so prioritize this in your preparations. Next, we have communication tools and backup power sources. If the grid goes down, you'll need a way to communicate with the outside world and power your essential devices. Solar-powered chargers and old-school radios can be lifesavers in these situations. Thirdly, protective gear and personal safety equipment. This goes beyond just bulletproof vests and helmets, but also includes masks, gloves, and protective eyewear. You never know what kind of hazards you might face, so it's better to be over-prepared than under. Fourth, let's not forget about long-lasting food supplies. This means canned goods, dried foods, and even seeds for long-term sustainability. Remember, your body needs fuel to function, so having a good stockpile of food can make a huge difference in a crisis. Fifth, we have essential medical supplies and first aid kits. In a crisis, hospitals might be overwhelmed or inaccessible. Having your own supplies can help you treat minor injuries and illnesses and could potentially save a life. Sixth, alternative heating and lighting for power outages. This includes things like portable heaters, propane stoves, and solar lanterns. When the power's out, these can provide warmth, light, and a way to cook food. And finally, the most important prep of all, a mindset prepared for uncertainty. The ability to stay calm, think clearly, and make smart decisions in a crisis can often be the difference between life and death. So practice, learn, and stay mentally prepared. Remember, the key to survival is preparation. Stay safe and stay prepared.